governors, even even if they stand re-elected. Take, for example, Edo State.
Yeah, Edo does not have an election.
Yeah.
But they are electing members of the House of Assembly.
Yeah, exactly. So how will that play? For instance, we've seen situations where the Labour seems to be sweeping, most states, especially when it comes to the State House of Assembly. Okay.
Breaking news.
The latest development has it that PDP's Umoeno has won the Akwa Ibom State gubernatorial election.
Happy hour
has come to stay.
So every Friday, get ready, pack your bags and baggages, head up to Uyo, the capital city. Akwa Ibom Anyanya.
Yes.
Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing Anyanya there every Friday.
But I'm not surprised because, in Imo State, Imo State once had a governor called Rochas Okorocha,
okay,
who had a Ministry of Hospitality.
Okay.
You understand? That took care of family issues and a whole lot of that. And of course, if you haven't heard, PDP Seyi Makinde, re-elected governor.
So he's completing his second term now.
He's completing his second term. So we were talking about Edo State.
Yes. Now, you see, it's unfortunate because the Hula Balu, the controversy that greeted by Godwin Obaseki's loyal, and they did. Right now, there is a dark cloud lining ahead, hovering over Governor Obaseki.
Meaning he may not finish his tenure.
There's every likelihood that he may be impeached before the end of his tenure. And that was one of the reasons why you saw that he went begging, going everywhere, pleading with the populace, the electorate, to ensure that, you understand, to ensure that they give him benefit of doubt and allow PDP to win some of these electoral constituencies within Edo State. Now, it's unfortunate because you still are quarreling, you still have infighting, you still have squabbles within your rank and file in PDP. I thought he would have swallowed his pride, lay down his salt, and go back and, please, let's reconcile. Let's have a formidable thing going into this 2023 State of Assembly's election. And then that would have died down the whole thing. And that they trust Oshomole. Oshomole took advantage of that, and it seems to be working for him.
Payback time.
Yeah, payback time.
Payback time. Well, Lagos, will always remain a center of interest.
Sorry, before you go to Lagos, John, Dapo Abiodun re-elected.
Wow. So good news for Southwest Nigeria. Seyi Makinde, Dapo Abiodun, all coming through. And of course, Esther is also in studio too. Esther, I thought I was about to ask, where's the smile?
Good evening, John. It's good to be back again, updating Abians, and the world at large regarding a latest update. A lot of Abians are really eager to know what is going on. And just before I came up, you were talking about INEC declaring Seyi Makinde, if I'm not mistaken, of Oyo State. And let me just give you update real quick. He's been declared the winner of the People's Democratic Party in Oyo State. Makinde won the re-election with a total of 563,756, defeating the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Telsim Folarin, who pulled 256,685 votes. And the governorship candidate of Accord Party. Now, these are the three major parties that is right here, which means the contest obviously was between APC,
PDP and Accord.
Accord Party. But real quick, John, let me take you back to the Collation Center. Recall that we had a bit of issues with Ugunabo,
yes,
but that result have been released so far. And real quick, I would take you to the number of votes. For Ugunabo, we have registered voters at 52,815. And then we have accredited voters with 8,253. We have, now let me bring it down to the political parties. APC has 375 votes. Then we have ABGA with 398 votes. Labour Party, 2,153 votes. Then we have the PDP with 2,538 votes. YPP, 1,805 votes. Then we have the valid votes with 8,026. Rejected votes, 227. Total votes cast, 8,253. Real quick, John, you were talking about the State House of Assembly.
Yes.
We haven't heard anything so far. But I have just two updates right here, which I will be filling you up with. Remember that we have 24 seats. Now, the interesting thing about this election, if you recall the senatorial seat, I talked about it yesterday, that unlike before where we would have just PDP, APC for the senatorial seat, this time around we also have Labour Party. Interestingly, we have YP, MPP, PDP, APC. And
wow,
I think it would be the same thing.
What a coloration.
I think it would be the same thing that would play out for the State House of Assembly. Okay. Because I have a result right here from North State constituency. And we have a winner constituency. And just to let you know, also we have PDP. But this time around, the results that I have, Labour Party, APC, and I'm sure before the end of today we'll get more candidates. Remember, we have 24 seats.
So this time, expecting 22 more.
Expecting 22 more. It used to be PDP all over. But I'm thinking that the same thing that happened at the senatorial level would happen at the State House of Assembly, where we wouldn't have just APC and PDP, we would have more political parties. And this is what we want for democracy, John.
It's looking very colorful. And I think it's evening out. Yes, the era of PDP dominance is definitely fading, as it were. And I think this is what Abians want. They want a change. They want people who would truly represent their interests as far as the State House of Assembly is concerned. People who will initiate people-oriented policies and projects that will better the lot of Abians across board, rather than playing the sentiments of tribalism, as some Abians have complained in the last couple of years.
You know what this is giving us now? It's taking us away from that one-party system of government to multiple system,
multi-party
system of government.
Yeah.
Now, what it means is this: there will be even hearing, there will be balanced argument at the floor of respective House of Assemblies. Now, except of course, there will be a compromise along the line. You know, we've had it in the time past. One or two persons may win that from Accord or one other party way back, and then after 3-6 months, they pressure them to decamp to PDP. You understand? Or they become an outsider in the State House of Assembly. But I just hope that these remaining two, these first two that have won now, will truly represent where they are coming from. I don't know whether you get my point there. My point of argument. Now, another vista that has been opened here is this. It's simple. Okay? Now, it's obvious now, if you don't perform, don't come back next election. We'll vote you out. So, gradually, you know, there's a turnaround in our political system and machinery. So, every member of the House of Assembly that is elected, if you don't go there and represent your people very well, be rest assured,
you won't return.
They will show you the door when the next election comes. And I think that's the only good thing I'm taking away from this election now. That's the only good thing I'm taking away.
Another thing about this election, real quick, for the candidate that won Umuahia Central, his name is Chinasa Anthony Abiola.
Wow. Okay, that was the guy that said they were criticizing that the mother and father is Yoruba or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw that.
I'm talking about this because let's take it to Lagos State, where we have the candidate of Labour Party, who some persons have said his mom is from the Igbo tribe, from the East. So why should they let someone who is from the East? But right now, you can see that there's been a twist, there's been a change.
Yeah, a total 360.
It's not about the tribe. And I will tell you that people, these candidates, they canvassed for votes. They were able to speak to the people. They were able to convince the people. And for here in Umuahia, for here in Abia State, it's not just about where you are from, as much as that would play a role. But I think Abians made the decision based on the person's antecedents and what he has to offer. They were able to listen, you know, because they went out to different radio stations, canvassing, you know, talking to people. And I think that is what we should learn from this particular election. Way beyond the tribe, the individual is the person competent enough to lead the people, which is absolutely, absolutely important.
Yeah, I think I want to agree with Esther here. And that's why I stated, you see, if they won't be cajoled by the powers that be, that, you know, there's this big problem we have in our governance system here, whereby the executive seems to be, you know, overpowering. They are stronger than the other arms of government. You understand? If they will allow them to truly represent their parties, it's unfortunate. The electorate should have asked them, now you're going on this platform. On no account will you return back or decamp to any other party. If you do that, we will recall you. You understand what I'm saying now? There should have been an agreement between the parties, you understand, or the constituency rather, and the candidate. You know, Esther made a very salient point here now, that they voted for competence. Now, that agreement or that understanding should have extended. Okay, bros, we will send you there. But peradventure you get there, there's pressure for you to decamp to PDP or decamp to the ruling party who will recall you. Then the electorate would have enshrined their authority on that seat.
Oh, well, interesting turn of events. But more interesting is the story from Benue, where a Catholic priest just might emerge governor. And immediately I saw that headline. It took me back to the early days of Bishop Matthew Kukah, how he came into prominence. I think at some point in time, he actually wanted to run for public office. And there was a whole lot of controversy within the Catholic Church as to whether a priest can run for public office.
Yeah, you see, I followed this priest. I have a friend in Benue. And at a point where I was asking questions, is Benue truly obedient? He said, well, for presidential election, she knows that Benue people have resolved that the priest, Father, in fact, remember what she said, Father will be our governor. You understand? And that man stood out because he never spent a dime. The people were hooting for him. You understand? Now, so from there, and then during the national election, the National Assembly and the presidential election, you find out that even the governor lost his unit.
So his polling unit. Yes, and he lost his senatorial ambition as well.
So basically, it's obvious that wave is there. They trust the father, the Reverend Father, the priest. You understand? And so I was not surprised. Yesterday, I was trying to talk to her to know how the pulse is in Benue. But I'm sure they were all in the fray, and so she didn't pick my call. I'm sure I'm going to get back to her. So I'm not surprised that that is happening now. I really think the people are beginning to take back authority. It is him that we want to send, that will vote for.
But let's look at the bigger picture. 11 governors seeking re-election, and so far only two.
Only two.
Besides that, I think the aspect of the picture people have concentrated on is the fact that Seyi Makinde is the only governor out of the G5 that had returned and has been able to win his political ambition. Here in Abia, our dear governor, Victor Ikpeazu, lost his senatorial ambition. Lost
back in Enugu there, to call it lost his senatorial ambition. And then who again? Wiki Autumn lost.
Lost in Benue.
And then Wiki never contested.
Yes.
Because he didn't have opportunity. He was bidding for a president. So he never had opportunity of going back. Okay, another sitting governor that won is Umai.
Yeah.
Umai. Okay. It's okay. But 11 governors seeking re-election. Only 2.
Yeah.
The people are speaking. The people are speaking.
So this is suggesting. I did say yesterday that I believe that we are going through a political evolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I agree.
Does this truly reflect the aspirations of Nigerians across the
Of course, John, let's be very realistic here. Unfortunately for us, okay, we have seen the process being marred by a lot of huge, massive electoral defects, electoral robbery, and a whole lot of incidents that one shouldn't have expected that would happen, happening. If not, we will be singing a different song now. We saw the elections. We all saw the elections that happened in February 25th. Across board, Labour was making that point you're talking about. There's actually a revolution, not just evolution. There is political revolution ongoing.
What about states like Akwa Ibom that PDP continues to assert its dominance?
In Akwa Ibom, you know what played out. We were together in Akwa Ibom, remember?
Yes.
We know what played out. We saw the politics, we saw the intrigues. In fact, that one now, we never expected that he was going to go back to appeal court to appeal after that judgment. You understand? In fact, at a particular point in time, I had thought he's been delisted.
His bid was done.
Yeah. So, but I was just shocked when I just picked up people. This is what Fela will call government wonders, when he talks about government magic and government wonders. I honestly, at the point where Eno was removed by the court, I had concluded that Ekpenyong will be going. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I had an argument, then I need to cross-check. And now he's back. I was like, wow. So these are the situations. If not the overbearing influences of ruling parties, the people are saying no. It's obvious. You're saying it. The wave is strong. In Delta State, you can see it. The wave is strong. In Edo, you are seeing it. The wave is strong. And in Lagos, you see it too. Everything is being forced. Allow the people to express themselves. It's a national election. It's a state election. Must I be cajoled to vote for John Nkamiah? Why? John, you have not done well for me. I've not felt any good from you. So let me try an Esther. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It should be my own will. Now people are being cajoled. You see, without all this infighting and obstruction to electorate that want to cast them. You saw what transpired in VDC yesterday. You saw how Choma almost lost her life. You saw a lot of threats to people. If you know you're not voting for a particular party, stay away from here. And you begin to ask yourself, are you compelling me to do what I don't want to do? We are all adults. We are above 18. So basically, it's like, that's where I will anchor with you. We are evolving. were involving.
Oh, well, at this point, maybe we should open the phone lines and begin to get people's reactions to the results so far.
Okay.
I'm a bit skeptical myself.
No, I'm worried because they'll be more concerned about Abia. I don't know, but let's hear them. Let's hear them.
All right, as you know.
Hear me, John?
Yes.
John, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Esther.
Okay, so we are getting an update that collation has been postponed till 10 a.m. Tomorrow.
Wow. I quite honestly, between you and I didn't see collation going anything beyond today. You know, I was going to tease you at some point to say, Esther, we may end up sleeping, doing vigil, you know, as we follow the collation. And it's surprising that the INEC has decided to go on break. I mean, they are going on break while Abia waits. And
and I understand that there is a bit of chaos. I don't know if I should call it chaos, but information reaching is that the youth are shouting just outside of the collation center. And I'm sure some of them are agitated. Like we said, Abians are eager. They want to hear the results. And we have it on the screen. We're wondering what exactly is going on. Remember that these results were uploaded. So what exactly is going on? Why do we have the results, the collation being postponed till tomorrow? But anyway, we wouldn't want a situation where we would do it in a hurry and there would be mistakes. So I think INEC knows better. But if you can check the screen to see what's going on.
We're seeing it. Well, it's unfortunate. See, that's exactly what we tried to establish here earlier on. Where the distance, the stillness, the quietness over the night through now is suspicious. So if they gave birth to this. They gave birth to this. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is obvious. You understand? That's why I did explain to you, John. I said, INEC knew that tension is mounting. And what they should have done or ought to have done, correct all those anomalies they are doing openly now.
Exactly.
Because all these anomalies now are occasioned to shifting now. That's the final end result. You understand? So this is again a big blow for me that INEC, 4 years, they prepared for 4 years and they failed woefully. We must call a spade a spade. Now, INEC has failed in every ramification. If you upload results, announce the results that you uploaded.
No, I was about to ask. Now, if results had been uploaded to IREF.
You don't need any collation anymore.
Exactly. You should be able to access IREF and put the figures together and then confirm with the local government
polling
officer and do the numbers correspond? Are they and then you
release the result.
You release the result.
You see, in the whole hula baloo that is set to greet us in the days to come, I will finger INEC as a culprit. Do you understand? INEC had not stuck or stick to their rules of their own engagement. They flouted everything, you understand, that they had put in place for the election. Everything that made us believe that we will have credible election, they flouted, they flawed it and flouted it. So for me, it's unfortunate. I just got a message now, John, from a friend in Lagos. He said the ethnophobia ongoing in Lagos now is the worst thing that has happened to him in the last 50 years of his life living in Lagos.
Wow.
I don't want to read through it, but I just saw it. My heart just got, wounded. See what, rather elections that ought to unite us. And this man is a rodeo owner. He's a member of the guild.
Well, at this point, it's I don't know. I don't want to make excuses, but I think this is part of the price we have to pay going through the evolution process.
If you, as an umpire of an event, an occasion like national election, would not stand firmly by the rules of engagement, by the words and dictates of your announcement, you understand what I'm saying, then automatically you have failed the nation. I don't know why they're still keeping Mahmoud, Yakub Mahmoud there. Honestly, they should have picked an acting INEC chairman to conclude this election.
All right, I saw pictures of Kingsley Onwuka standing by. I don't know if Kingsley is about to give us some update from the INEC Collation Center. But of course, we are doing our bit. Hello, Kingsley, can you hear me? Hello, Kingsley. Hello, Kingsley, can you hear me? Hello, Kingsley, can you hear me? Okay, let's see if we can get Kingsley's audio. Definitely want to get this information at this stage, okay, while they're still trying to ensure that we get the sound from Kingsley. Okay. I'm just trying to imagine what the rest of Umahia is like now.
No, obviously, you've seen the piece. Yeah, you've seen the piece here. It's just started now. You've seen it. This is how it's going to evolve.
Well, at this point, we have the responsibility to keep the peace. We have the responsibility to encourage Abians to be calm. The process is still ongoing. I am an advocate for process, following the process from start to finish. And the process of election is very critical. Critical in the sense that it is not something you can switch on and off. It is guided by the rule of law and the Constitution. All right, Kingsley, if you can hear me, let's see. Let's get what information you have. Kingsley, can you hear me?
Hello, Kingsley.
Okay.
John, good evening. Can you hear me?
I don't know if he can hear me.
Yes, I can, John.
Definitely, we can't hear him here. Okay, good. Kingsley, I can hear you now. Yes, what's the latest? Hello, Kingsley. I heard your voice a few minutes ago, and now it's gone.
Okay, the latest now is that 10 results have been announced so far today, and then the collation that... I can hear you, John. Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, 10 results have been announced so far today, and then the coalition that was adjoined by 6 this evening, we saw 3 local governments available, but due to they were trying to sort out.
Okay, there seems to be some
technical issues here.
Yeah, we sincerely apologize. We're trying to ensure that we get that report from Kingsley Onwuka, who's reporting directly from the INEC Collation Center. He has pointed the fact that 10 has been announced so
far. 3 more came in,
but they needed them to get their acts together.
Now, that brings back to the point, the argument we're having for earlier on. Now, you had election. The Saturday polls was, ended early enough for INEC to go back and tidy up so that all these hiccups wouldn't be a thing of, wouldn't be happening today. You understand?
Okay, let's see. Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Your name and where you're reaching us from?
All right. My name is Mr. calling from Omaya.
Okay, Uzoma, what's your reaction to the development so far?
My brother is so sad, and I pray that the wish of the people will not come down. I'm just putting myself with the words of encouragement you people are giving us here. So I want to appreciate you people.
Thank you.
Just cooling myself. I'm just cooling my temper.
Please cool your temper. In fact, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. It will do you a lot of good.
Yes, you drink a cup of water.
Yes, a lot of it. It will do you a lot of good.
Thank you, sir. I will do that.
Okay.
Please, I don't know whether you people have the result of
We'll just keep following developments. We will reel out those results. And if you're following us on Facebook, you will see the results scrolled on our screen. So you'll be able to follow all the results as they have been announced.
Though I'm not following people with the weekend.
Visit the social media, the Facebook.
It's not that I know that they have announced the results, but I couldn't get the number.
Yes, just keep watching. You will see the results scrolled on the screen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so real quick, let me just give him the update on the results for Ukwa East. We have APGA with 646. I don't know if you can hear me, John.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we have APGA with 646 votes. We have APC with 560 votes. And then we have Labour Party with 2,273 votes. PDP, 2,329 votes. Valid votes, we have 7,595 votes. Rejected votes, 166. And total votes cast, we have 7,776. For the caller that wanted to know the result for Ukwa East, so this is the result right here with PDP taking the lead and Labour Party just next to it.
Thank you so much, Esther. Let's go back to Kingsley Owuka, who is giving us an update from the INEC Collation Center.
They are yet to sort out their figures with the ICT people before they will present. So the returning, and then because we're expecting 4 local government precisely, and 3 local government are available, so she has joined the coalition tomorrow to enable them sort out what they are doing. And then with what is happening here and the result announced so far, I think PDP, they got 5 local government and Labour Party got 5 local government. We're expecting small 7 local government tomorrow, and then by 10 tomorrow, I think coalition will start tomorrow, and we'll be giving you update with what is happening at INEC head office, Umaya.
Thank you so much, Kingsley. Thank you for that update. And 10 a.m. tomorrow, collation will recommence. And so far, 10 local governments have been announced. And of the 10, it's looking that it's a 5-5 an even game right now. So the decider is within the 7 local governments
expected.
Exactly, that will determine who the eventual winner will be.
Well, the major thing I want to say to Abians now, let them be calm, okay? It's like you are going to get a bride somewhere. You are closer to the bride's father's house, and things got you provoked, and you want to start to quarrel. Nobody will give you a wife. So we are appealing to you all. Calm down. All is still under control. All is well. The result must be properly collated, and definitely a winner must emerge before 12 tomorrow by His grace, because I'm sure that all this will be done. Okay, Esther is laughing.
You said before 12 tomorrow, and we're hoping that would be the case. You know, we're hoping that we would have the results won't be, collation of results won't be postponed beyond 10 a.m. But real quick, John, just to give a recap, like Kingsley Owuka said, we have 10 results so far from 10 local governments, 5 for PDP, 5 for APC. But here's the interesting thing for the vote so far. Remember, John, that for any of the candidates to be declared winner, you need to have 25% of 2/3 of the 17 local governments.
Yes.
Now, this is really getting interesting. Now, for the figures, the number of votes that we've had, and I'm calling this, and I'm saying this because, I mean, the local government won so far, it's 5-5.
Yeah.
But then let's look at the figures that we have so far. So, Labour Party of Alex Oti is having 66,024 votes.
Wow.
And then we have PDP of Oke Ahiwe. These are the two major contenders with 52,849 votes. Now, prior to this time, we're able to, calculate the difference between the both of them, and we have 13,175 votes difference. That is between the APC and the PDP. And the other 7 local governments is absolutely important for this particular election. And just real quick to mention the local government that we have left, we have Umuahia North, we have Umuahia South, we have Obingwa. Now remember, John, earlier we had a post on INEC official Twitter handle saying that thugs had invaded that particular local government, and that they have contacted security officials to take care of whatever it is that is going on. We haven't gotten the latest update so far, but that was the last we heard from Obingwa local government. But we also have Ohafia that we'll be expecting tomorrow. We have Osisioma, we have Aba North, we have Aba South. Now, the interesting thing about the both contenders, Alex Oti of Labour Party is from Isialangwa South, and then we have Oke Ahiwe of PDP from Isialangwa North. I mean, it's
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it's an interesting one, but I think the Ngwa agenda is still very much in view, considering the fact that if it goes either way, it's still within the Ngwa agenda, as the case may be, as far as Abia State is concerned. And that's why I was particular about the phobia kind of tone, that this election has taken. We are talking about Lagos, but in some states, even in Abia, it's there, subtly there, has been subtly stroked all through the process of campaigns and in the build-up to the election proper. But let's see how it pans out. 10 a.m. is just a few hours away. And all we need to do is exercise some patience. 10 local governments have been, results from 10 local governments have been announced, and a further 7 just to go. And the fact is that 3 local governments are already on ground, but the coordinating official wants them to ensure that they have crossed the T's and dotted the I's. So, there's so much to look forward to as far as tomorrow's collation is concerned.
Tomorrow is a D-Day. The die is cast. The hen must come home to roost. So whatever happens, INEC in Abia State must declare a winner tomorrow. And, there's this adage that says, when a man sits too long at the pit latrine, the testy flies and the big flies will become his nest of kin or brothers and friends, This is dragging for too long. I think all these things that are happening now ought to have been corrected earlier on. Do you understand? But again, like you said, it's evolution. Evolution. The only thing we do now as radio practitioners or managers is to begin to appeal to the people out there. They should be coming down.
We have consistently encouraged Abians to remain calm. One of the beautiful things since I moved into Umuahia and became an adopted son of Abia is the fact that we are very calm. We are Abians, we are very calm people, and that is very evident in our lifestyle. So I will continue to advocate that let's see the process through to the very end.
And it must be transparent.
And it must be, yes, even if it's not transparent, we will test the law that has put this process in place. And the electoral law is there, the constitution is there, and that is why right now there are political parties who are just waiting for the election to be over, for the election tribunal to be activated, and then these abnormalities will now be addressed by the instrument of the law. And I think as a civilized society and as an evolving society, that is the way to go.
Well, truly that's the way to go, and we must be very frank with ourselves, candid. We can't take laws into our hands, and it will be foolhardy for us to say we are going to destroy, we are going to fight. It won't solve any problem, okay? So we appeal to the electorate, the populace, be coming down. Let's borrow that language, be coming down. Let's just ensure that we follow peacefully and see the process. Like John said, yes, there is an institution created. If you feel aggrieved, unhappy with the result release, let's meet at the court.
Exactly. All right, Esther, any more updates before we also adjourn the 2023 poll studio till 10 o'clock Monday, as we continue to bring live the situation room where the results are being collated?
I would love to align myself with what Patrick has just said. Let's be coming down. There is life after election, which is absolutely important. But real quick, INEC has also declared Dapo Abiodun winner of Ogun State gubernatorial election. Remember, he's one of the governors seeking re-election, and so he has been re-elected. He's been declared winner. Abiodun pulled 276,298 votes, defeated the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Ladi Adebutu, who scored 262,383 votes. But real quick, I will take you to the state governors that are seeking re-election. We have from North Central, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak of Kwara State, who is seeking re-election under the platform of the All Progressive Congress. And then we have Nasiraba, which is also Abdullahi Sule. We also have Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, which we all know that is seeking re-election. Dapo Abiodun, I've mentioned his name, Seyi Makinde. We also have the governor from Northeast, Governor Bello Matawale of Zamfara State.
Zamfara State, yeah.
Who is also seeking re-election. Governor May Mala Boni is also seeking re-election under the platform of the APC. We have Mohammed Inuwa of Gombe State, who is also seeking re-election. We have Governor Babangana Zulum of Borno State, who is also seeking re-election. We have Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, also seeking re-election, and Governor Amadou Fintiri of Adamawa State, also seeking re-election. Now, these are the governors that are seeking re-election, and so far we've had two results from the 11 governors seeking re-election, John.
All right. Well, latest reports has it that Abdurrazak has been re-elected. Inua has also been re-elected. So about 4 governors out of the 11 governors seeking re-election have returned. So we are waiting for the remaining 9 to see if they will also be successful to return.
In their journey of return.
Yes, in their journey of return. All right. At this point in time, we will want to thank everyone that has stuck with us all through from 9 a.m. when we opened the studios to this point. We went on recess and we came back, and now collation has been adjourned till 10 a.m. Monday morning. So trust us, as always, to be back. So rather than have our usual standpoint, on Monday, we will be having the 2023 poll studio. And of course, we will be on until the results are announced and the winner also announced. Okay, so special thanks to everyone who has contributed to ensuring that we get we reel out all the information as they come. Trust us to keep our ears to the ground, Searchlight beamed on INEC as we continue to wait till 10 a.m. when we all reconvene. Special thanks, Esther. Any goodbyes?
Yes.
Oh, she's so happy.
Yes, we would do the needful 10 a.m. Like you said, we would be right here to give Abians the latest developments. Let's be calm. INEC is the only body that is saddled with the responsibility of announcing results. So I understand their jubilation around town, but would have to wait until we get the official results from INEC, which is very important at this point in time.
All right, Esther. You can go get some sleep now. All right, and special thanks to my national president, Ambassador Patrick Peters, JP. Can't forget that JP, can we? For keeping us company and shedding his years of experience of following developments of this nature, and hopefully might just be with us tomorrow.
Wakanda, brother, Wakanda.
And as we continue to follow proceedings from INEC, from us in the
Sammy.
I can't forget Sammy Ajufo, the SecGen of the National Guild of Radio Managers Private. Sammy, he chose to walk behind the scenes.
He's been punching the buttons.
Sammy, thank you so much for your support. And of course, the entire team. It's not done yet. Our man in the field, Temple Barra, Kingsley Onwuka, and a host of other people. Jude, the king of two countries, as we call him here. These guys are awesome. And maybe just tomorrow, I just may be able to drag everybody into the studio. And so you get to see the young men and women who have ensured that we give you the minute by minute, blow for blow account of this election from start to finish. But for us, for now, we'll see you tomorrow at 10.